Guys, it is 3 a.m. I am slightly tired, but let's talk about Xuan. I want to preface this video by saying that I think she's really cute. I think that from a design standpoint, she's great. I also think that her animations are really nice and that as a quantum character, she does have a nice niche she can fit into. But like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's like where the positive ends here. Yeah, she's not out yet, and I understand that she could be amazing, but every character, every 5-star specifically in Honkai Star Rail has been touted as being this amazing, wonderful, almost S-tier perfect character every month they're out. Like, remember Jingyuan? Jingyuan was amazing when he was out, and then what happened after? He fell off the face of the earth and nobody plays him anymore unless you got him or unless you got Eidolons on him. Like, let me be clear, that man dropped so hard you think he was a stripper. I don't honestly know what happened, but every bit of value people placed on him fell off. Oh, Blade power kept him. Oh, Kafka power kept him. Was there any power there in the first place? Because apparently every person that comes out power creeps him. So like, I don't want to hear about how amazing some character can be on release. I want to hear about how amazing they are like at least 2 to 3 months after release. And let me be honest, guys, simulated universe, I don't understand why you have some individuals who choose to do simulated universe to show the max potential of a character. My guy, that is not the max potential of a character. Simulated universe is the definition of just get lucky. Like, it is not a fair or reasonable damage showcase or test. Even a showcase, I'd say a showcase is something that you could reasonably achieve with the same characters. But you can't even do that in Simulated Universe because it's like, oh, you have to pick a buff. Oh, well, you didn't get this crit damage buff? Sucks to be you. Like, one of the best buffs for Simulated Universe is if you have a Sealy and you can get the buff that gives you energy every time you defeat an enemy. And then the buff that gives you the crit and attack after you take consecutive turns or consecutive actions. Because once you upgrade that, you get 100% energy every time you defeat an enemy. That just means you can continuously ult cycle. Oh, you're facing off against a deer and he keeps summoning enemies? Good job. That's great for you. But that's a side tangent. We're not talking about that right now. Characters are evaluated based on their performance in-game and MOC. First off, let's be honest here. If you played Genshin and you played HSR, HSR is way more favorable to the banner characters in Memory of Chaos. My guy, do you know how much effort it would take for HoYoverse to actually attempt to make anything in Abyss in Genshin Impact that favors the banner characters as much as they do in Honkai Star Rail? HSR is liable to say, oh, you used a follow-up attack? Every character, every enemy has 20% minus resistances to everything. My guy, I could barely get a 10% normal attack damage bonus for the 3 normal attacking characters I use. And one of these banner characters in Genshin isn't even a normal attacker. Like, what do you mean? But characters are evaluated. Oh my god, this unit can clear Memory of Chaos really easily. Of course he can. This unit is made for this Memory of Chaos is made for this unit. What do you want me to say? So like, I don't think it's ever fair to evaluate a character on the month or even the week of the release because you can test them out, you can be great. But let's be clear here. The only situations that you're going to get a fair and balanced, at least to a degree, test is with a weekly boss. Whether you're facing off against Cacolio or Fantilia. I think it's Fantilia. Yeah, her. The one with the big chest. Unless you're facing off against one of those, there is like no reasonable methodology that you can use to test out a character's performance. Memory of Chaos is geared usually towards the banner characters or geared in such a way where the debuffs or bonuses you get are so useful that you have to actively go out of your way to avoid them, which a lot of times will leave you in a position to where you can't buff the character. As of the time I'm recording this, Memory of Chaos buff is the one where once you dispel a debuff, you get a 10% damage bonus, I believe. And that is very difficult to work around because if you want to take a character like Bronya, well, guess who's dispelling those debuffs? Bronya. So it's very unfair, and I don't understand why the HSR community seems a bit more lenient on the evaluation of characters to an extent to where so many are viewed as great during their initial month, even though we've all seen already just how quickly some characters can fall off. Also, tier lists. I'm gonna be honest, what is the difference between S tier and S plus tier? What is the point? Oh, S plus is perfect? What was the point of S then? Is S just that good? Like, do you have perfect, that good, and then less good at A tier? Like, what? I don't get it. Tier lists suck ass, like in general, my guy. I don't understand why we even listen to them at this point. Oh my god, there are so few characters out. Every healer should just be S tier because you're liable to only have 1 or 2. What do you want me to say? Oh my god, Natasha's C tier? You're gonna build her anyway. She's the only one you have unless you got Luocha and Bailu. Oh, Japard, he's B tier. My guy, Japard is the only really decent preservation character you have for the whole team. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's the point of tier list right now? We don't have enough characters and enough versatility in our roster to justify a tier list unless you're talking about damage. And if you're talking about that, so many characters are situational that it's like, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you just confusing people? It's tired. I rant when I'm tired. I hope you enjoyed this. If you skipped and clicked off, I don't really give a. If you didn't watch the entirety of this rant, I honestly am probably not going to read your comment. But let me be clear, I'm probably not going to read them anyway. Join the Discord server, and you can complain to me directly. You can DM me and tell me my videos are trash. I'm perfectly fine with that, my guy. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm not excited for Xuan. I was excited for her because she was a good looking character. I thought she was going to be great. She was quantum. I was like, mono quantum, yeah. But then it's like, okay, this bitch doesn't even like block your damage. She sits there and like mitigates it. But my guy, I don't want damage mitigation. I don't pull a unit to mitigate and make me take less damage. I pull a unit to make me stop taking damage. Either you're a preservation character who stops me from taking damage, or you're a unit that's actually useful. I don't understand. Why are you like, damage mitigation is not it, my guy, because like damage mitigation only works to an extent to where you can still take the damage and not die. Even if she can heal your party for 5% of her max HP, even if she has 10,000 HP, that's not a lot of HP. And if theoretically she can spam that out, cool, great. But now you're building out a character in the prayers and hopes and on the dreams that she's going to be capable of being a solo sustainable character. And like, why would you just pull a healer at that point? Pull a Bailu for the get a Bailu for the invigoration. Get a Luocha. Get a Natasha. Get a Lynx. Get legitimately anyone else, and they would probably accomplish the same role. The only difference is you would lose out on mono elemental teams. But let me be clear, my guys. Mono elemental teams ain't even all that right now. We don't have enough of a roster to justify you going for a mono elemental team. I'm sorry. Look, I have Silverwolf. I have Sealy. I'm going to pick up a Xuan, maybe, possibly, who knows? And Lynx. Guess what? Mono elemental team is the last thing on my mind. Yeah, it's a gimmick, it's a novelty, but it's not necessarily the best. It's not like I'm getting a bonus. It's not like once you have 4 quantums, you get a 25% quantum damage bonus. No, you have 4 quantums, you get depression. I don't get it. Like, what do you get? Bragging rights? Oh yeah, I beat MOC with my mono quantum team. Good for you. Now, how about you do something else? Anything else. Like, I want her to be good, but I also don't want to I don't want to expect too much. I don't want to expect her to be Japar. I feel like it's fine to expect her to be Japar level. She is a limited banner preservation character. She should at the very least match up to another standard preservation unit. If she does not, she is not a good unit. If Xuan came out and was worse than Himiko, no one would be happy with him. Well, I mean, he's not much better than Himiko, but nobody would have been happy with him back then. Xuan was overshadowed by his own light cone. Can we talk about that? Nobody cares about him, but you care about his light cone. And let me be honest here, no erudition character is really worth, like, you have Serval. Like, that's it. I don't know. Look, I feel like her light cone, she's going to be a character that's incomplete at E0, but if you get a light cone, it fixes off a lot of her issues. And if you go for Eidolons, I'm going to assume E1 to E2, she becomes a much more valuable character. But at that point, you're getting E1 to 2 with her signature light cone to justify the value that this character is supposed to offer you at base. And like, being completely honest, I don't believe it is like, I'm a Genshin player. Let me be clear. I'm a Genshin player. I'm used to the systems in that game. I don't think it's fair to say, pull this unit. Now, after you've gotten lucky or spent money, doesn't matter. Then I want you to build them. But you're not building them out with their full potential, technically speaking, already there. Instead, you're going to have to farm weekly bosses and then pay credits and or materials to unlock the other half of their kit. Oh, you want this bonus ability? Well, how about you ascend them to level 70? Why? What is the point of that? Why are you making me ascend them to get the other half of the unit I already had to pull for in the first place? Like, I don't care if they die in one hit at level 20. Let me still unlock the fullest of their kits, meaning give me their major traces. Don't make me have to. Why do light cones have the same exact material cost as the character trace mats? What is the point of that? Why do you want me to suffer? The drop rates are bad enough in this game, and you want me to farm for 2 things at once? Now I gotta sit there on my menu screen. Do I level up the light cone? Do I level up this trace that's really useful? Oh, I guess I'll just cry and do both. I don't know. Look, this was nonsensical. I honestly forgot what the purpose. I don't even know what the title of this video is. But hey, if you liked it, leave a like down below. Join the Discord server. Yeah, whatever. Bye. This is not the video I expected it to be. Wow, what is the point of this? Like, why do I do this to myself?